Hey everyone, it's Collier Hammonds from Super Bad Ads, here to talk about, once again, ads. This video in particular is going to be about how to write a marketing plan for a small business the easiest way possible. It's still going to require some work for sure, but this is going to be the easiest way that we can definitely break it down. It's a free video we're posting on YouTube. We also have an accompanying article on superbadads.com that goes into this a lot more in depth. So if you want to go check that out, we'd love to see you there. To get into it, who am I? I'm Collier Hammonds. I've been in marketing for a very long time, as in over a decade. I have a digital marketing consultancy located in Austin, Texas. We're a team focusing on the digital foundation, specifically being paid media, organic social, and SEO, all built on the core thing that ties them together, which is great content. And underneath great content is the ability to measure your marketing. So ultimately, if you want to read more about this, you can come pause on this or go to our website and see more. But generally, that's a little bit about Super Bad Ads as well as me. Without further ado, if you're watching this, it's probably because you're a small business owner and you're like, how do I write this marketing plan? I don't have time to do it. This is hard. I want to do something effective. I want to make sure I have a powerful tool that can help guide me in my decisions. It's early 2025. It's Jan 21st as of recording this. And I know that that means that for a lot of people, it's time to get going. Okay. This is a time to make sure that everything in your marketing is ready to go. Whether you've been marketing or you're just now starting your business and need to figure it out today, this video will help you, I think, get going and also plan this in 5 easy steps. So what are those 5 easy steps? So the first one is to make your marketing objectives and business objectives specific, okay? You need to then understand your customer audience. Finally, you need to prioritize just a few tactics and marketing things that you're going to do. Fourth, you're going to need to make sure that all of your analytics and tracking is ready to go. And then fifth, you need to actually start creating and learning. Don't wait around. Don't sit there and don't, let perfection be the obstacle from success. So you really need a plan. And I have this funny gif here because a lot of people are like, yeah, I got plans. I know generally what I'm doing. And I mean this more, and you have to have a written down plan that you check and you follow all the time. My team hates this, but we always go over performance every week as a group and go through all the numbers and pull them up, even just though it's an internal meeting. Clients get the same information, but our internal ability to know these numbers and know the plan is what makes us different from a lot of other marketing companies and also a lot of other marketers. So again, that first step, set specific objectives. So this is really just the basis of, if you've ever taken business classes. If you haven't, I could say that it doesn't necessarily matter for this concept. How do you make money? And you need to know how marketing is going to help you make money. And so the easiest way to think about this in like a top line version of, if I may need to make $100 a year, right? And I know that $60 always comes from people who are coming in. It's my friends and my buddies and my reoccurring customers. 20% is that one person who stops in every year. And that last one is marketing. I've got to figure out how to find that person. So start by like quantifying the amount you're trying to make overall, and then how much you're actually trying to make from marketing, right? If you have a ton of information about this already, you're in a great place. It's going to be a lot easier for you to then expect or estimate how much marketing is or isn't going to help your business. If you don't know, what I always like to say is take about a percentage as a placeholder and use that to help kind of calculate what it could be. So if you have a ton of great marketing ideas that you're like, if I do this, it is going to have a huge impact on my sales, I'm going to get an extra $10. Add a 10% increase from the reason you're going to do this marketing to the result. You need to also, of course, include the cost of the marketing, the time spent, materials, the effort, and the actual capital that might be required to do that. If you only have a few marketing ideas, or you're like, I want to go really slow, use a more conservative expectation. Generally, whenever I do forecasting or help try to show people how well marketing can help them, I focus and recommend more conservative expectations. The second one is understanding your customer audience. I think this is something that a lot of people, again, say, duh, marketing, know your audience, but this is hard. And it's really hard in a digital marketing landscape because people are very fragmented. They're on their phones, they're on their web, they're on their computers, they're on their work computers, they're on other people's phones, they're on their streaming devices. People are not just in one place doing all their information and activity in one spot. They're all over the place. They have many different accounts, many different interests and hobbies, and they all look very different from a digital footprint. So if what I've tried to break down here is the easy way to kind of like get an idea for really trying to figure out and pick apart this target market. So the first scenario that I want to talk about is if you're established. If you are a company that already has multiple locations, you're a shop that's been around for a long time, and maybe this is the first time you're writing a marketing plan, it's a lot easier for you to say, I know my customers, they come in and out of here every single day, right? You can look at the people that are walking in, talk to them, ask them questions, ask what they're interested in, see how they sort of fill out as a person. Once you have that, it's then very useful to go to online resources like Statista or eMarketer, which have tons of data, syndicated information that can say, I know my audience is a 25 to 34-year-old woman who likes biking. Tell me more about the biking industry and specifically like women, right? So that's how you can start to like narrow that in with real world data that you can see. If you're a new market who doesn't have any customers or any category information to go off of, you need to look at what's next to. So in an example for a medical device industry, if you're creating a new laser that treats something that has never been treated before, you might go and look at other med spas, like look at Botox. What do those women look like? Look at the cosmetic tattoo industry. Like think about the industries and categories that are similar or adjacent, or even a similar style appointment. There's a lot of ways you can kind of create these like comparisons or similar companies that will help you understand a person who is willing to go do this, do this, do that. So just again, get creative, think out of the box, but look at categories, companies, products, and services that could almost, if you changed a few things or whatever, look close enough. The third one is to just prioritize a few channels. You can't go in with a million ideas. One of the best pieces of advice I got from a mentor a long time ago is that you don't go on to the next thing until you've done the first thing right. So when you're looking at this and you're like, okay, I know my audience is women who love to ride bikes, okay? Figure out a few tactics that's going to work with them. Is that sponsoring some events in your local area if you're a local retail bike shop? Is that going online and making sure that every image and video you have includes women biking in your ads? Is it overhauling all of the content about riding styles on your website to make sure that you're training and being the de facto source for like great riding info? You don't do everything. You have to say, I'm going to do a few things. I'm going to be really great at them. And I need to know the ones that my people are on. So, for example, let's just run through this with that women 18 to 34 who love to ride bikes. So where are the channels they might hang out? Instagram seems like a great place, right? Your website is always going to be one of your things that you need to work on and have really built out. YouTube could be a place that women are hanging out. TikTok, Pinterest, go to those channels. Go to YouTube and type in biking content. Are there biking influencers? Go to TikTok. Are there biking influencers? Is there a lot of content about that on those channels? Is there not? If there is a lot of content, that might be a good indication that there's an audience there that you should be focusing on trying to build a community. The other thing is avoiding burnout here. You need to make sure that you pick some things that are repeatable and that you can commit to for a long time. Marketing takes time. And if you have 3 things you have to do each week for marketing as opposed to 50, you're going to feel a lot more comfortable and capable of being able to execute that. Step 4, we're almost there, halfway. Setting up your analytics is probably the thing that I bug people on the absolute most. I'm not going to run through this entire situation on the right, but there's a lot of good info. And honestly, I'm sure that I will make a video about this in the future too. But the main thing about this is that GA4, Google Tag Manager, Pixels, all of these are going to be one of the things you start doing as soon as your website is ready. If you're using WordPress, if you're using Squarespace, it really doesn't matter which one you're doing. All of them have made it very easy to connect the core analytics tools that make it so you can track your performance. You do not need to be a master coder to have Google Analytics and Google Tag Manager on your website. With tools like ChatGPT, you can do almost all the coding necessary to have a fully tricked out marketing attribution system all by yourself. So if you know how to QA it, you can go so far and add data layers and first party cookies and all sorts of really important information. But the first thing is know and be able to go through an entire digital system of your business objective from start to bottom. If you have said, I'm going to be posting on Instagram 3 times a week to try to get new bike customers, go to Instagram, set up the link tracking, get everything going, add the UTMs, add all the information, add the link to bio. You need to be able to show that when you click on your Instagram bio link and it goes to the website and you purchase a bike, that you can find that purchase in Google Analytics 4. If you are using Shopify or another tool, you need to be able to go into your tool that is tracking and measuring your revenue and show that the action that you took that came from that channel is attributed back to that channel and action you took. So that means really understanding how the tracking of your business works online and being able to recreate and verify it yourself. So this is something you will come back constantly, but once you're able to actually see, I know that was me who bought this bike at this time from this channel and this link, you've done it, and now you can start tracking your progress and measuring which one is right. You also need to be specific. This doesn't necessarily stop at that. If it's a certain post, how do you know it was that post that helped push you forward? If it was a new blog, how do you know it was that blog that pushed it forward? Those are the kinds of things you need to be asking yourself. And again, if you ever have questions or want someone to consult you on this, Super Bad Ads can help you out, and just head to our website and book a consultation. Finally, get out there and start making. Don't let perfection be the obstacle of progress. I said that earlier, but get out there and start making. You set a few tactics aside, you've learned about your audience, you know what you're trying to get to happen on the website. Go out and get making. You won't know what's working until you start. This is art. This is the art part of it. What we just went through is all the science part of it. So start making. You're going to be uncomfortable. Trust me, I don't like doing this. I'm an introvert. Even if you don't believe me, this is something doesn't come naturally in my skill set. But making content, posting, being out there, helping people, just like I'm trying to do with people who are watching this video, is what is going to show you as an expert, and also make sure that people trust you and want to hire you for whatever you're doing. So I ultimately hope that this video gives everybody watching enough information to go out and get started and figure out like how it's all working. But at the same time, if you ever have questions, you know where to find me too. So to summarize, set your objectives, understand your audience, prioritize a few different tactics to get going, make sure all of your marketing analytics is ready to go, and then get going. Start creating, start advertising, and start learning. The only way you're going to know is if you try. So thank you. I'm Collier again. Remember, Collier Hammonds from Super Bad Ads. We talk about ads. We also help you with ads. If you ever need help with consulting, let me know. Thanks.